I guess I'm back. What's going on YouTube? RM Games here, back after a month or something. Life has been quite tough for me lately. Responsibilities, pressure from left and right and everywhere. But we're built different, we're strong. We always manage to come through and we always figure things out. And if you've noticed, the background is kind of messy, but we just moved a month ago. It's just in the same area, but just smaller, more manageable space for us. And not gonna lie, I've been sleeping well here compared to the previous place. But anyway, we're here back, and the best way to be back is to show you an updated version of my Red Dragon Archfiend. This is one of my pet decks, and I don't see any universe where I'll hate this deck, even though it's not that competitive, especially during these formats. But yeah, here is my new Red Dragon Archfiend. And here we are, guys. It's good to be back with Jack Atlas's deck. He just reminds me how to be strong amidst all adversities, and every time that life knocks us out, we just have to get back up. And as a tribute, coming out of hiatus, I want to update my Resonator Red Dragon Archfiend deck. And we all know that the format right now in the TCG is ridiculous, especially with Malice and the Mitsurugi Ryzeal stuff. This deck honestly have zero chance of winning continuously or consistently, but I tried to build it as consistent as possible, even through hand traps, and be able to build boards and be able to break boards. So let's go. Let's just get to the deck profile. So to start off, we have the usual Resonator lineup: 3 Soul Resonator, 3 Crimson Resonator, 1 Vision, and the 1 Synchron Resonator. I decided to run 3 of the Crimson Resonator because in a hand trap format, this will be your very choke point, and you just want to play through all those hand traps that your opponent's going to throw into you. And having 3 Crimson Resonator will give you a little cushion in a way to insulate you from those choke points. So 3 Crimson Resonator. This is not bad for the ratio of the deck, because I also run 3 of the extenders that we can use to climb off with our synchro summons, with our synchro monsters. So 3 Resonator, the usual, 3 Soul, 2 Vision, and the 1 Synchron. And the monster that will aid us in grabbing all our Resonators will be the Earthbound Stone Sweeper. And a little disclaimer, this is not the only Earthbound that we're running in this build, so we'll get to that. That is these Resonator lineups that we have. Now for the non-tuners, we have the mandatory 3 Bone Archfiend. And now with the 3 Crimson Resonator, we run 3 of the Wandering King Wildwind. This will allow you to special summon him as long as you control a 1/5 or less attack Fiend tuner. So having Crimson Resonator as your special summon, having Wildwind in your hand, that is a full combo. So 3 Wildwind and 3 Crimson will justify this ratio, so it will give us more consistent hands. And then we are still running 3 of the Flame Crime, because the best trap we have is still the Red Rain. And the 1 of Obsessive Oovaloop, of course, the best level 4 Earth Fiend tuner that you can run in this deck. The moment you have Oovaloop in your rotation, you're gonna be good. And then we are running 1 of the new additions to the deck, Shining Star Dragon. I wanted to run 3 of these because we're focusing on Crimson Dragon in our play, but I just can't find 2 more copies of this, and I just pulled this guy. So right now we have him at 1, but if you have 2 more copies, there's no problem in running 3 of these. So 1 Shining Star Dragon. So what this card can do is, during your opponent's main phase, you can use its effect to target a Dragon Synchro monster in your grave. Special summon it, negate its effect, and then upon resolution, you are going to summon Shining Star Dragon and perform a synchro summon with the monsters that's on your field. So what you can usually do is target a Red Rising from the grave, bring them both to the field, and synchro summon Synchro 12 into Crimson Dragon, and then that will give you the enough toolbox to utilize during your opponent's turn. So that's a good addition to this deck. And we're also running the third Earthbound that we're running the deck is the Red Nova. What you can do is banish him from your hand or grave, and then send to grave one Red Dragon Archfiend for you to be able to summon the level 12 Red Nova Dragon. So that is a good utility that we can do. You can do it during your opponent's turn or during your turn, and that's a really good monster to bring out, because it's a 4K body without its effect, and with its effect it gets boosted 500 for every resonator, I believe, or every tuner, but we'll get to that card later. So we run one of this. I actually considered running two more, because you can either send to grave an Earthbound or a RDA, but I don't think having more than one is gonna be good for your consistency. So we're only running one because it has Red Dragon Archfiend in its card text, which means we can search it out with Gaia. So that's the monsters that we're running. Now on to the spells and traps. For the spells, we are still running 3 of the Resonator Call, 3 of the Crimson Gaia. Resonator Call still broken, now once per turn search. And then the Crimson Gaia, it has 3 effects, and it's also a starter, so there's no reason why you won't play 3 of those in a pure deck. So 3 of each. We also have one of the Synchro Rumble. I'm actually considering to play the Synchro Overtop, which will allow you to summon level 7 or level 8 Synchro Dragons from your graveyard. Any number, as much as you can possibly summon, but all their effects are negated and they all become level 1. I know there's a play where we can utilize that effect, but that card's second effect is actually the one that I wanted to play, because if a Synchro is destroyed, you can banish that card and special summon a Crimson Dragon, which is very, very nifty. But right now, I just opted to play these for these spells, just to feel the consistency of the deck. Maybe in the near future, if I could find probably a second and third copy of the Shining Star Dragon, then we can make another update, probably running the Overtop. But right now, these ratio is working for me. And then for the other spells, I only run Talent, Foolish Burial, also a 1-card starter, and a Summoning Curse. So as I have mentioned before, it's really ridiculous during this format. So if this card, if you get the chance to go first and you draw out Floodgates, it's always a good thing for you. So Summoning Curse. And for the traps, we are running 1 red screen, 1 red rain, and the 1 red zone. So these 2 are searchable because it has Red Dragon Archfiend in its name. For some reason, Konami doesn't want us to search this card, so that's where Flame Crime does its work, because we can dump this out, and whenever we synchro summon, we can add this back to our hand, which is really good. And also the 1 Fiendish Golem, which is also searchable because it has Red Dragon Archfiend in its name. And for the rest of the traps, more lingering effects and floodgates. So as you notice, there is no hand trap in this build. This could be considered a casual deck, because I don't see really how we could compete like pure RDA in this format, unless if we have these Centurion cards, but still I think that is coping. But if you just want to play this archetype, have fun, you don't need really those hand traps. This is a very good deck to play with your homies if you're just trying to chill. And it's not very bad. It's not bad at all. It's just not that competitive for this format. It's just the wrong format for this deck. But yep, that is the main deck. That's 40 cards. Now to the extra deck. 3 Red Rising Dragons. Still, we're running 3 because we need 3. 2 Red Dragon Archfiend and the 2 Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. So this can float into this. These 2 are considered Red Dragon Archfiend on the field. So field or grave, so this will turn on all your continuous spells and traps that needs RDA on the field. And this is also a good card because it's a board wipe and it floats, so you can never go wrong with this card. And then for the level 9 synchro, we only have one hot red dragon Archfiend Abyss. If I could find space, I would love to run a second copy, but right now I can only fit one, but that's fine. One red dragon Archfiend Bane for the level 10. We're running quite a number of level 10s here. So Archfiend Bane, we run the Tyrant red dragon Archfiend, and just a flex spot probably, but I used to summon this majestic red dragon. And if you could see the main deck, we're not running any of those majestic dragons because we have the crimson dragon that could help us bring this guy out. So this is a very good addition to the deck. And then another level 10 would be the Spatter, of course. And then for the level 12s, we have the red dragon the red Nova dragon, which is easier to summon right now because of the Earthbound Immortal. And then we also have the red supernova dragon again, which is super easy to summon right now because of the crimson dragon. So that is it, guys, for the red dragon Archfiend deck. It is not a very good deck to enter this format right now, but it's a fun deck, a very fun deck, a very good deck to play casually, maybe locals level if you just want to chill and try and play the deck that you love. For me, in my case, is the deck, one of the decks that I really love playing, no matter what the format is. Also Unchained, because that's my main deck. But this here is one of my very loved pet deck. And yep, that is it, guys, for the updated Red Dragon Archfiend. And that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back, I guess. And I will try my best to give you weekly updates with anything Yu-Gi-Oh, because we love this hobby. One of my mentors used to say, everybody needs a hobby. This here is our little hobby. It keeps us sane. Thanks for the continued support. Even though I was out for weeks or a month, I still see people trying to browse my videos, trying to subscribe. I'm not sure if you know, but YouTube actually punishes those creators that don't continuously upload stuff. So I really appreciate all the love, guys, and you guys are one of the reasons why we keep going. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button. Share the video. I don't know who wants to share this video, but I would really appreciate that. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.